Reports are flooding in of people becoming seriously ill in the downtown
Growing
area.
concerns about a new mystery disease popping up across the
illness is caused by a virus that mutates.
We've started calling it Pandora virus.
Urging U.S.
Pandora
citizens
virus
not to
cases
travel and struggle to
internacional,
contain the
exigiendo a los
virus.
ciudadanos que permanezcan en sus
Virus
casas.
threat, the government has declared an immediate lockdown for all.
More than 3 million people in 70 countries are under curfew.
Massive protests have erupted in cities throughout the world this week after months of lockdowns and mounting.
People are dying. Where are the answers? Where are the scientists?
Hey, Dr. Frizzell here. Welcome to Outpost Omega. It's our remote bio-training facility, and one of the few places isolated enough to keep you safe from the virus. With 2 billion cases and counting, the rest of your cohort got sick or capped out, so you are the nanodrone pilot program. Let's get you up to speed. CellX is an advanced synthetic immune cell we designed to track down and eliminate the Pandora virus. How it works is simple. We inject CellX into infected patients and you operate it remotely. You pilot the nanodrone inside every copy of CellX using your headset and haptic gloves. So you can treat patients anywhere in the world. 10 minutes ago, we injected CellX into patient 143, a kid named Lorenzo. Almost everyone in his area got the virus, but for some reason, he has no symptoms. We're dropping you into his intestines. See if you can find some insight into how to defeat Pandora. Check out the rack to your left. To grab Lorenzo's data cartridge, reach out and press the grip button with your middle finger. Insert his cartridge in the center console. Looks like Lorenzo's details are synced. Grab the headset to the right and put it on. Get ready. You're about to experience what it's like to be 1,000 times smaller than a grain of sand. Okay, comlink looks good. Connection is stable. You are floating through Lorenzo's small intestine. Let's hope he hasn't eaten anything recently. Go ahead and take a look around. Cell X is identical to a real cell. The only difference is you control it. To keep Cell X going, you'll need to produce energy, collect amino acids, and fight off any pathogens you come across. Let's show you how to work this thing. Every cell in your body needs energy. Cell X is no different. Press one of the round thumb buttons to let some in. Nice catch. That's glucose. It's sugar broken down from food. There's tons of energy stored in its chemical bonds, but you need the splitter cluster to get that energy. Hold the glucose into the splitter cluster. Now, take those glucose halves and put them into the mitochondria, to the left of the splitter. Boom, you're making energy. The yellow gauge on your right wrist shows you how much energy you've got. If you let Cell X run out of energy, it'll die. So, be sure to monitor your energy level. Keep making energy until you bank 120. The mitochondria's generator protein just broke. Don't worry, proteins break all the time because they get used a lot. Living things have a lot of ways to repair themselves. Let's replace the generator. Look for the wrench icon to the right of the splitter cluster. The wrench icon is Cell X's nucleus interface. You can use it to pull protein blueprints from the nucleus. Put your hand into the wrench icon. To summon the generator protein blueprints, move your hand into the generator circle and hold down the grip button. You didn't hold the grip down quite long enough for the mRNA to reach your hand. All good though. It's there to the right of the wrench icon. You got it. That's mRNA, the genetic instructions for making a generator protein. Now we need to translate the mRNA into the protein. To do that, drop it at the ribosome right below. Nice. Grab that generator protein from the ribosome. What you're holding is an unfinished protein. It needs to be packaged. That happens at the Golgi body, the big blue organelle behind you. The generator protein is good to go. You can drop it at the mitochondria. Well done, pilot. We're back up and running. Keep making energy. We still want to get to 120. Great baseline energy. Let's keep bringing Cell X online. The next step is to build the cell's lifelines, the microtubules. They're the cell's skeleton and highway system all at once. To build microtubules, we need structural proteins. So, go to the wrench on the nucleus interface and start making a few. Now take the mRNA to the ribosome to start building the structural protein. And from the ribosome to the big blue Golgi. I just turned on a drop spot where you can drop the structural proteins to start building the microtubules. Go ahead and drop the one you just made. It's to the left of the Golgi. Great. See how it's growing outward? That microtubule is going to need 3 structurals to reach all the way to that outer membrane. So you better get cracking on making more structurals. Oh, I knew I forgot something. You need to collect amino acids. They're the building blocks of every protein. Check out the gauge on your right wrist. That green number shows how many amino acids you have. You can gather more of them with the lysosome, another of Cell X's key organelles. She's swimming around here somewhere. If you see her, reach out and grab her. There she is. That's the lysosome. I call her Lisa. She's my favorite organelle. Right. If you look around the cell, you should see clusters of debris floating around. They're made up of amino acids. Throw Lisa at one of those clusters and she'll gather recycled amino acids for you. Great, that microtubule is done. We're going to want 2 microtubules online, so I turned on another drop spot. Nice, that's how you collect amino acids. If you run low on amino acids, you won't be able to make proteins. So, throw Lisa around to a few more clusters. Remember to monitor your wrist gauge. You'll notice in the nucleus interface that each protein icon has 2 numbers, the amount of energy in yellow and amino acids in green that you need to make that protein. We should be at a good level now, so finish up that microtubule with a few more structural proteins. Excellent work, pilot. The microtubules are the key to interacting with the world outside of Cell X. See those 2 tentacles out there? You can control them by grabbing the ends of the microtubules. Use the grip buttons to grab them. Cell X is a macrophage. It's a kind of immune cell that uses tentacles to latch onto pathogens, pull them in, and destroy them. you hear that? We're approaching a gut bacterium. When it's in range, use the tentacles to latch onto it and don't let go. Nice, you got it. Now, hold down the trigger button to capture. Whew. Okay, we have a second. Every enemy that enters the cell is trapped in a temporary bubble of defensive membrane, like a mini prison. Throw Lisa to eat it before it breaks out of the bubble. Excellent first kill, pilot. My scan shows that was a salmonella bacteria, notorious for causing food poisoning and worse. Every time you use Lisa to kill a bacteria, you'll have to replenish her recycler protein. Do that now in case we find any more bacteria. There's another salmonella approaching. If you leave bacteria outside for too long, they'll start shooting toxins at you, so you know what to do. Not bad, pilot. It looks like we might be done here. Let me just go over my checklist. Energy, nucleus interface, microtubules, tentacles. Yeah? We should be good for now. Let's go ahead and get you out of... Wait. Stand by. Austin, can you get a look on this? Confirm its biomarkers. Pilot, you have an unidentified pathogen approaching rapidly. This is priority 1. Proceed with extreme caution. We need you to pull that specimen in so we can do a genetic scan. Initiating scan. Oh god. It's loose. It's loose in the cell. We're gonna lose it. Oh, okay, it's okay. Okay, we're having this connection. Are you still
there? Take off the nanodrone headset.
Hey, I lost you back there. That thing that just killed Cell X, turns out it was the Pandora virus. I was able to sequence a snippet of its DNA. It's the first we've ever collected. This is huge. If you can gather enough Pandora virus DNA, we can engineer a custom attack protein to fight it. We're doing our best on this side to locate patients who have survived Pandora and may have genetic remnants left in their system. Many of these patients are now sick with other infections. The mission is to fight off their infections and gather Pandora virus gene fragments wherever you find them. By the way, Lorenzo's in bad shape. The virus is spreading through his system, but the sooner we can sequence the Pandora genome, the better chance we have to save him and countless others. I have a patient on standby already, out of Osaka. Janelle had Cell X injected a few minutes ago, so you should see her cartridge on the rack. Janelle's bloodstream. Take a look at your right wrist. Your resource bank is pretty low. Start making some energy and use Lisa to gather amino acids. I'll do a scan of Janelle's system. I'm picking up on a serious septic infection. We really only see infections make it to the bloodstream in extreme cases. Because Pandora targets the immune system, once a patient gets Pandora, even the weakest infection can turn lethal. Heads up, check out your splitter cluster. Its health meter is getting low, meaning it might break soon. You can replenish your protein's health by dropping a new protein where the old one is. Go ahead and build a new splitter cluster and replace this one now. Sweet. Now, drop the splitter cluster right where the other one is. Excellent. So the splitter cluster has full health now. Having proteins at full health will come in handy if you don't want a protein breaking on you in the middle of combat.
Amino acids low.
Quick tip, if you need Lisa, you can summon her to your hand by holding down the trigger button and grip button at the same time. Coming up on Salmonella. You've faced this kind of bacteria before. Have Lisa at the ready. Use the tentacles to latch onto it and hold down the trigger button to reel the salmonella in. Nice kill. We probably have a second before we hit the next group, so it might be a good idea to stock up on some recyclers and store them in your Golgi body. Recycler in Lisa before you can kill any more bacteria. You should get one in there ASAP. Remember, Lisa can only kill enemies when they're in that membrane bubble. Once they break out, she's powerless. like we're coming up on some remnants of Pandora virus. Once we can get those fragments scanned, we can get out of here. Janelle's vitals are looking mostly stable now, thanks to you. Yes, there's the Pandora remnants. Bring them in for a scan.
Scanning Pandora gene fragment.
Scan complete. That fragment got us to 16% of the Pandora virus genome sequenced. Decent start. Cell X is also tracking your overall performance, so you can track your improvement across patients. When you're ready, reach up to your face and use the grip button to pull off the headset and return to the dome. Nice work. You're definitely getting the hang of this. Quick update on this side. Thanks to that last bit of Pandora you extracted, our team over here has enough of the genome sequence to produce test kits. It's a huge step. Hopefully we can get them out to the public soon. Maybe figure out how Pandora virus spreads from person to person. In the meantime, I did find you another patient. His name is Sam. He must have put up a real fight against Pandora because his immune system is next to non-existent. He's got a cell X in his bone marrow as of 30 minutes ago, so take it away.